Hi, second graders. Today we are doing the same exact thing we did yesterday. So I'm actually going to have us skip right to the step in because it's just a lot more of what we did yesterday. And I think the step in will be some good practice for us. So to do the step in, you will need a pencil with your journal, okay? Because there is something you're going to have to answer. And let's get started. Okay. First off, it says, look at these jars of marbles. How many jars do you see? Tell me, boys and girls, how many jars do you see? That's the first thing we want to look at. In a snap, I can tell there's 5 jars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many marbles are in each jar? So that is the two things we need to figure out first. We know that there's 5 jars, and I can see in a snap there's 2 in every jar. How could you figure out the total number of marbles? Well, now we have talked so much about not needing to count by ones, right? We know we don't want to count each marble by one. Instead of doing that, what could we do? Could we count by twos? Of course we could count by twos. We all know how to count by twos. How many times would we have to count by two? We would count by two 5 times because there are 5 jars. Each time we count by two, we're counting another jar. What equation could you write to show your thinking? Our equation, we're adding 2 every time. When you count by 2, you're just adding another 2 every time. And how many times are we doing that? We are doing it 5 times. So that's what our equation has to show, right? Take a second to write down this equation and then pause the video if you want some more time. I would like you to answer the equation, solve it, and make sure we're not counting by ones. Count by twos to solve it. Are you ready? Let's solve it together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. Imagine there are 4 marbles in each jar. What would be the total number of marbles? How do you know? So, in I'm going to write our other equation that we had. We had 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. So we know that 2 5 times is 10. If we add 2 5 times, it's 10. If we add 4 5 times, what would it be? Before we start to count by fours, I want you to think about this. Is 4 double 2? It sure is, right? Double 2 is 4. So if we take 1 jar and we double the amount of marbles in that 1 jar, if we double all of the jars, what will happen to our answer? Our answer is going to double 2, isn't it? What is double 10? Double 10 is 20, right? And does that make sense? If we double 1 jar and then we double all of the jars, our answer is just going to be doubled, right? We don't even have to go through and count by fours if we don't want to. You could. Let's try it. Let's check and make sure we're right. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Whoops. And then 16 plus 4 is 20. So the equation would become 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 20. When we double one of the jars, and then we double all of the jars, our total just now becomes doubled.